This is everything that I read in the month of May and what I thought of it. Okay, so first up was a reread of Skullduggery Pleasant, the first book in the series. So I have been and will be going through the Skullduggery Pleasant series and doing rereads of them in order to get to the new ones that I haven't read in the series so that I know I'm on the right page. But honestly, every time I reread this, I love it. It is a favorite. It is nostalgic. It's a 5 out of 5 star read, even without the nostalgia factor that I have reread this that many times since I was 12. I was the same age as the protagonist, Stephanie, when I first started reading this, and in each book she grows up, her problems change, the plot still grows, and it doesn't, despite it being children's fiction, it doesn't ever talk down to you in a way that you feel like, as an adult, you can't read this. Like, it's still witty. As an adult, it's still funny, it's still clever, it's still accessible pretty much for kids and above without you feeling like it's too childish. 5 out of 5 stars, will always be a 5 out of 5 for me. This is one of my favorite books of all time. But yeah, I was really happy to get through this one. And so the story, for those unaware of Skullduggery Pleasant, follows Stephanie Edgley, whose uncle has just passed away. He's a well-beloved fantasy writer, and in her adventures of basically uncovering the secrets in his house, she stumbles across Skullduggery Pleasant, who is a crime-fighting magical detective with powers. Takes her into a world of magic and mysteries that they solve together as she tags along and begins to find herself in this secret magical underground world that is in Dublin, Haggard, bit of both, in Ireland. Underground magical Ireland. Trollfell follows Pierre, whose life changes when his father dies and his uncles come and kidnap him and take him back to their village near Trollfell, or in Trollfell. It essentially follows almost a Cinderella-like story of he is made to clean up and work for his evil uncles, and along the way discovering that his uncles actually want to sell him to the trolls under Trollfell Hill. There are heaps of creatures in this throughout the mill that he works at, where he lives, some good, some bad, and just sort of the discovery of all that magic. It can get a bit spooky at times because some of the creatures are very descriptive, and it's sort of set in with modern day language, it's set in a Viking setting, like Viking farmhouse setting, back in ye old days. Yeah, but honestly, had a lot of fun with this. I didn't expect to have as much fun as I did with this. And it was a 4 out of 5 star, unsurprisingly. So that was real good, actually. We got another one off the list. Okay, I feel like this should count as 2, but I will count it as 1 because technically I only have the physical book of one of them. And when I say that, so this is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson, part 1 of book 1. So The Way of Kings has 2 book parts to it. The first part I do have in physical form. The second half I did listen through audio because there was no way I'm gonna read half of a book and then not go searching for the other half. So this one was really good. It some of the POVs just haven't gripped me yet. But I guess that's kind of the point. When you have multiple POVs and stories intertwining, they're all relatively interesting, but you always have your favorites. And for me, a couple of them just haven't yet hit the mark of making me want to devour them. But they're definitely, it's obviously great writing, great setup. One of those books though that I do need to chew through when I'm in the mindset to do so. But this one was a 4.5 out of 5. So The Way of Kings, Brandon Sanderson, 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm not going to explain the plot of this because I will probably explain it wrong. But if you are big into epic, big fantasy worlds, insane world building, and the way that I describe Sanderson's writing is you collect pieces of information and things kind of start to piece together and click. and then you go, oh shit, and it all slides down a hill into chaos. But chaos that you're like, I need the next one now. I believe, based on what my partner told me, it's called the Sanderlanche. Anyway, it was fun. 4.5 out of 5. I'll go looking for the rest of this once that's done. But yeah. And lucky last on the little, like, the 4 books that I finished this month, Skullduggery Pleasant, Playing with Fire. So this is book 2 in the Skullduggery Pleasant series. Again, it is Stephanie, now going by Valkyrie, growing up, and some of the big bads from Skullduggery's past have resurged in order to bring back these very evil gods. So we're starting to play with fire, if you will, and the plot is starting to heat up in the background of giving you a more overarching world and enemy that is at play. This one, like, it doesn't have the hit factor of this one, but it's still really good. Like, honestly, it's such an easy read. It's witty, it's funny, it's on top of it. It's setting up for books that I know I love later a lot more. But, yes, this one's a 4 out of 5. And that is everything that I read in the month of May. Let me know if you read any of these and what you read this month.